times at the beginning of turn 6.
Okay.
And turn 6, Kantos plays a reinforcement card, and I really think that in those types of positions you should just wait with your reinforcement card, because
Sure.
because the moment you clash with the enemy, that's the moment where you want to have the most options open, and and committing your 5 income already to this large of a push, I don't think it's necessary. For example, let's look. He deployed a lot into Greenland. Ineffable tries to expand in US. I really think that the game is over at this point. But
Yeah,
look,
it's
but
completely
but look at this point. It's a huge stack, 27 versus 1 at the end of turn 6, and he really doesn't need those extra 5 armies. And imagine what happens if Ineffable just attacks South Africa, for example. He really wants that flexibility of deployment.
Yeah.
At the very least, until you. Also, Ineffable is not really expanding; he's attacking Hawaii. So yeah, at this point, I'm on turn 7, but the game looks pretty over.
Yeah, I think we can skip this turn because
Okay,
now
so
he
Greenland
goes-
is broken. It's 18 versus
Yeah.
11.
it's completely over. Yeah. And
Yeah,
he
now
lose Antarctica as
Australia,
well.
so Antarctica is being broken, and it's 22 versus 8, and yeah, and Kantos wins, and that's an interesting game.
A lucky game, a very lucky game, a super lucky game, a game luck based.
Yeah, but again, I want to stress because you know luck is part of the game, and you know if Kantos
thing is the luck is part of the game. Here, the luck ruined the game.
yeah, but you could say that if Ineffable makes perfect moves, but I really think that Ineffable doesn't need to commit himself into attacking Svalbard on turn 2, and that's also important because if he goes for that 11 income and he still is in Svalbard, he may push into Norway. He can maybe expand into Greenland, and then maybe he has access to Caucasus.
I still think Kantos is still ahead. Because
I'm not really that sure about this, because if he goes for East Africa, Ineffable will push into Norway and expand in Greenland at the same time. So it's maybe he's ahead because of all the luck. But I really think it's not that easy.
Okay.
I mean, it's not as easy because right now Ineffable, well, he got a little bit lucky in Central America, but it's irrelevant. But turn 3, because of his attack, he killed the neutral in Svalbard. Now he has to defend against a potential attack from Scandinavia, and all of armies from Kantos are used for expansion. Even those nine armies from Norway, he will use it to take West Russia. And Ineffable blocked Svalbard, which is nice because Kantos will not get Scandinavia, but on the other hand, he has no way to get into Russia.
Yeah.
So, and he slowed himself down on expansion in Antarctica. So, again, it was very luck-based, because normally what should happen is Kantos should miss Caucasus. Yeah, really weird game. But but I really think that after on turn 3 it's over. It's just over on expansion.
I think we can move on to the next game, the game of Ryro versus Bones in Turkey.
Okay. So I asked, I'm still asking people in the chat. I'm not sure if maybe one of you is monitoring the chat.
Yeah. I am monitoring, but they are chatting about the luck and about us, but no question.
Okay, so basically, guys, you can ask specific questions, more general questions, and of course, you are advised to post your own games, because I really like analyzing games that are not prepared beforehand.
Yeah, like as long as they are at least a little strategic.
Yeah, we're not analyzing Diplo games, if that's if that wasn't really obvious.
Just for be clear, I'm not going to analyze a free-for-all as well.
Yeah, basically, Rairo posted it because he didn't know which picks would be best here, and
Okay,
I think
basically,
it is very
I want
very
to
easy
speak
here.
about the template a little before we start to pick.
Okay.
It's basically local deployment, zero strike round, cycle move, with a small reinforcement card and free picks of free armies or four armies.
Four
So
armies.
basically, you can make a bonus only deploying full or double bordering if you want to make a +3 bonus. So it's a pretty small map.
Or you can even people pick a +4.
Yeah, sure. And as it is local deployment, you usually want to make the peaks near each other, because if you spread it too much, you will lose probably. Okay?
Yeah, that's the main point because local deployments make it so much harder to attack into each other because
Yeah,
normally.
defense is always easier than you usually would, and this make a harder and long game usually. I
Yeah.
think in this board, I think best picks would be to pick as one um, East Central and Anatolia, because
Anatolia.
it's the key of the map, and I am just assuming all West is bad because there is no real expansion. So I think the Central East it's the only part of the map we are going to pick. Do you agree?
I
Mm,
agree.
hmm. I'm. Mm, I am thinking a little bit about it because I think it is maybe a little tricky. Okay, so basically, for all the people that are not that familiar with local deployments, well, obviously, pigs with wastelands in them are out of the questions. Pigs like Phrase or Eastern Marmara, which would be very nice in normal scenarios because they are safe, they are not that good because all the other bonuses like Southern Marmara or West Central Anatolia, they are being wastelanded, so we cannot never take them.
Yeah.
So basically, we are looking for some efficient expansion. Also, Western Mediterranean region and Eastern Aegean region is not good because there are wastelands in Western Aegean and South Central Anatolia. So basically, I think there are only two possibilities because, as you said before, every single thing that will happen is in the east right now.
Yeah,
And
I
and
think the
I've
best bonus here is Anatolia, East Central Anatolia, because it's very safe, and if you pick 1 and 2 near Central Black Sea region, I think it's the best bonus, and then 3 4 5 near Van Harakari region, with 3 in Central Eastern Anatolia, 4 in Eastern Anatolia, and 5 the yellow bonus, and the 6 whatever.
Yeah,
I think
I think that I have to because one of the things that I dislike about local deployments template in real time is that you have to count a lot. I mean, if you want to pick very well, you have to really count a lot. I think we had a game in our real time ladder where basically I picked west, you picked east, and
me,
basically yeah, something like that. And basically,
but in real time ladder.
yeah. I mean,
Okay, I don't remember actually.
yeah, on this template, basically, what I'm saying is that the whole game basically went down to picks because all of our moves were forced, and it all came down to whether or not I can hold a very specific point 12
Yeah.
turns into the game. So, and as I said, it's something that you literally cannot count with a few minutes, or maybe you can if you really are really hardcore. But more or less, you have to pick many things on instinct. And here, I think there is an interesting option because you can pick the standard thing is of course Eastern Anatolia, and then maybe some picks around it. But also maybe it should be worth mentioning that picking first 3 picks in East Central Anatolia Central Black Sea and then North Firat region, which is this yellow bonus, is also maybe possible. The idea behind it being maybe I should slow down Central Eastern Anatolia, and in the meantime what I really want is to get East Central Anatolia and Central Black Sea region. Ideally hold this this yellow bonus. So I'm
The other thing I like of take East Central Anatolia is that I can expand in the south, while if I take Eastern Anatolia and the red bonus, I cannot expand much. Do you agree?
I didn't fully understand what you just said.
I mean that it's better to pick as 1 and 2 East Central Anatolia than Eastern Anatolia, because you have a better expansion in the future turns in the south, in the big bonus.
Wait, which? Okay, because there is East Central Anatolia and there is Eastern Anatolia, and I'm really confused about the names right now. So what do you want to pick exactly? So just.
I want to pick 1 East Central Anatolia, 2 Central Black Sea region, 3 Central Eastern Anatolia, 4 Eastern Anatolia, 5 Van Akari region, and 6 North Firat region, because I think it's good in this way, because I get a full coverage, and if my opponent decides to go for the other picks, so basically he go for the east picks, I can get and I get my 1, 2 and 6 maybe. I have a good expansion in Eastern Mediterranean region and maybe South Firat region, while my opponent has not a big expansion, and I can defend easily my bonus.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree. But basically, that was my idea. Basically, the only question when you're making picks like that, the first question is to eliminate useless picks like those in the west, and basically now the second question is, do you have to play like 1, 2, and 3 around Eastern Anatolia? And if you don't, what are your other options? And the only question, in my opinion, is that what are your chances if you have those 3 picks in the center, East Central Anatolia, Central Black Sea, and North Firat region, versus 3 picks in the east, Central Eastern Anatolia, Eastern Anatolia, and Van Hakari region. So that's basically the only question. How are you doing in that scenario?
I think I will win easily, because basically you have, if you get east, you have 2 options. Try to go for both bonus, which I think you would, otherwise you would not try to pick this, or try to go Eastern Anatolia before the red bonus. While if I get the center, I will probably just go full Herzrum.
Well, yeah, but
or
okay, so basically what you're saying is that on the first turn with those 3 picks you would attack into Erzurum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why I said it is getting very technical and very tricky, because what I think I would play on the first turn, I would take the yellow bonus Van Hakari region, and last move I would attack Erzurum also with 6 armies.
Yeah,
and that's very tricky.
This, I can just come back to Erzincan, defend forever, and I think high stack versus high stack, I have a better.
Yeah, but that's getting very technical, because the problem is that that's why I said it is very technical, because that's exactly the crucial point of the whole strategy, that you will be forced to take Central Black Sea at some point, and it will take a lot of time and a lot of armies, and at the same time I might try to just try to take Central Eastern Anatolia in your face and try to play 7 versus 5 income and pressure at Zincan, and if you try to turtle and only defend it, you will just have I'll just take Central Eastern Anatolia, maybe even Eastern Anatolia at some point.
Okay, I have another suggestion.
So it's very tricky.
Yeah, but maybe for prevent this situation,
yeah.
I could